It's like Amazon Christmas here for all the stuff I had to order for the 12 hours. Well, it's not really for the 12 hours. It's for camping in general, but we will be using a lot of it for the 12 hours and then making our life easier from when we do regular camping. All right, practice number one, we got the suction cup mount for the GoPro. So I got the GoPro Max 2 for the 360 camera. So we're gonna mount that on the RV while we drive down, and we'll try to get some creative shots with it when we're down there. All right, up next, we have, it's a mount for the phone while we're driving, so we could use the GPS and also keep it charged. What I have now kind of gets in the way of all of the dials and stuff on the dash. So this one's gonna be nice to kind of keep everything out of the way. We got a big box up next. Let's see what we have in here. First big box of the packages is our 8-foot tall light up palm tree. We'll use this at the campsite, and then we'll use it for Waukesha. We'll use it for Lime Rock too. Just to decorate the campsite, bring a little Sebring vibe to all the other tracks we go to. Has light up coconuts too, which would be pretty cool. So we'll see how it looks. I'm not gonna take it out of the box now. I'm just gonna leave it for when we get down there. Hope it works, but it should be all right. Looks like it's pretty. Well, has some assembly required, looks like, but we'll figure it out. Bigger box up next. Just moose for comparison. I forgot what I ordered, really. I need to get some stuff for the trip, but we'll see what we got. This is the outdoor grill. I got a proper grill this time for camping. I've been using a flat top for a bit, like a little Blackstone, but I'm not a big fan of how those cook. They do breakfast really good on the Blackstone, but I want an actual grill so we can actually cook burgers and steaks and do a really nice, sear on the meat, which is nice. So I'm not a big fan of the flat tops. All the burgers and stuff sit in their own juice and really get that nice sear on them. Not as good as a actual grill. So this would be nice for camping at the track, but also regular camping. What do you think, bud? What do you think, bud? You have some real burgers? All three of them. What are you doing? Grizzly, what are you doing? Got the last box here. I remember what I got for this one. This will be very useful for when we get down there. All right, so it's like box within a box here, but it's two 2.5 gallon fuel tanks for the generator. My father has one. I have one already, and we have these two here, which will give us 10 gallons of extra fuel plus whatever's in the generator, so we can run the AC all day when it's hot and make sure we come back to a cool RV and have enough fuel for the weekend. I have an onboard generator too, but I'll top off the rig for that. But I'll use the one small one because it's more efficient and it's also a little quieter. Plus, I'd rather pile the hours onto the smaller, less expensive generator than the big one on board. So, which has 150 something hours on it, which is not anything for a generator, but we'll use a cheaper one. All right, and that's everything we got for Amazon Christmas. To fuel, some stuff for our phones and stuff we could use for navigation. The grill here, which is nice, has the grill and also has a thing for a pot, which is pretty good. Use some little propane cylinders for that, and of course the tree. So all the stuff we could pretty much use all for our regular camping, except for maybe the palm tree. I don't know if my wife will like the palm tree at a regular campsite. We're only staying for a night or two at the Harvest House most of the time, so I don't know. But that'll be for the racetracks only. But the grill and this other stuff we'll definitely use for our normal camping trips. All right, it's Friday. Just finished up work not too long ago and picked up the RV for my dad. And just getting some gas in it now. I'm gonna bring it home. I gotta pack my stuff in it. Start the trip off Sunday morning, but I gotta pack some stuff up tomorrow. Not gonna do anything crazy tonight, but should be good. It's gonna be a while. We're pretty empty, so 55 gallon tank to fill up. All right, guys, it's Sunday, March 14th. Getting the RV packed up here. My dad has his stuff packed in it already, so I'm gonna get my stuff in. I got most of my stuff in already, but just gonna take a little walk through what we got so far. So the RV is a Thor Chateau. 24F is the model. It's a 2017. We bought it with 10,000 miles on it when we got it last May. So not a bad deal for it. Everything's still pretty brand new. Generator had like 80 hours on it. We put a bunch more on, but it's still doing good. Just charging up some things for the trip. At least for the first leg of the trip, we have some closet lights. The GoPro 360 down here is charging, and as well as my gimbal has to charge too, but we'll get that one on the road. Above the cab is the bunk. This is usually Mike's spot when we use it at Lime Rock. But this will be my spot for this week on the way down, at least for the couple days where we stop at Cracker Barrels or wherever we stop overnight. Since we can't put the slide out, the bed in the back won't be usable, so I'll sleep up here. We have the full dinette here, which also converts to a bed. My dad usually sleeps on this thing. But we'll see if he wants to swap around with we'll swap back and forth with the bed and the dinette. Maybe more comfortable for him too some nights. A lot of storage. This is where I keep all my electronic stuff, my computer, everything I need to edit, or game if I want to. It's kind of dark in there now, but you get the idea. And the same thing here. There's we have board games in here. A couple board games. I got a camera and a fan. And this one, I believe, right now for this, yeah, we got a fan here. So there's a lot more storage up there we can use if we needed to. I forgot what size this was. 37-inch TV up front here. For the front of the RV. And this side we have our sink, kitchen area, regular propane stove with a 3-burner cooktop, as well as the microwave. Here's me. Microwave here is really coming handy. This storage we keep all kinds of dishes or things to cook with up here. And above this stairs we have just stuff for going in and out or whatever we need to do for that. Up next we have our pantry. Some slide-out drawers here for utensils, dry food storage, stuff like that. We'll keep in there. We have a fridge, which isn't really packed yet because we're not going to pack it heavily for the way down. We'll put a couple things in here, but my dad did stock it up with a couple beers that he had in his fridge. We'll take with us and a water. But it's empty for right now. We're going to stop probably on the way and get some small things. Coming to the back, we have a queen size bed. With storage above that and some pillows I don't need for this trip. I have to take them out. Another TV back here for when you want to lay in bed and watch some TV. Got some windows too, let some light in. You get some fresh air if you need to. Also vent fans above, all three vent fans over the top. And of course, this will be important when we're down in Sebring, is the air conditioner. We're going to be bringing the portable generator and some gas to run that while we're away and come back to a cool RV. All right, so back here, and the last part of the RV here is the bathroom with a shower. But yeah, all our stuff's in here. It's a shower. I got stuff in this thing for all kinds of stuff we need for toiletries, all that stuff. So yeah, it works pretty good. The unit has 40 gallons of fresh water, which we're not going to fill up on the way down. But we're going to probably take a little bit with us just to use the bathroom or whatever on the way down. And above here we have main panel, generator switch, all the meters for tanks and batteries, and propane, battery, and fresh black and gray. I gotta fill some fresh in there. Water heaters, you can do 110 or propane. The water pump, which just got fixed. Tank heaters for your black and gray tank, so that literal shit don't freeze. And the slide button to extend, which also got fixed. We didn't know we knew something was up with it, but they found it when they did the repair for the other stuff. So they did a quick fix. So that works all the time now for us without any kind of headache. And when you come in, there's the lower switches here, which power the inside-outside lights. This is the main power switch here, the awning in and out, step lights down here. And the jacks for the stabilizer jacks. Not for leveling, but they do help level a little bit when you get that little last half a degree. We have to level manually with blocks and stuff. Not the fancy bigger RVs with automatic leveling. Let's take a look outside. All right, so coming out the door, we have our first container here outside, first storage container. Just septic stuff and a couple of battery things, but nothing crazy. That hose is clean. I haven't used that one yet. The dirty one is stored in the bumper. This one is going to be it's usually for firewood for us, but for this trip it's going to be the grill and the pizza maker. It's going to fit in here. There's a burn ban in Florida, so we're not going to be having a fire. And around the other side here, we have the big storage unit where we keep the smaller off-board generator and a fuel for it. Usually my leveling ramps I made wood, but they're too heavy. We're not going to bring those. I have the small regular. You see the regular blocks. Those are going to come in handy because it's pretty flat down there. Table in there, and we keep the chairs in here as well. This needs to be wiped down. It's all dirty in here, huh? Damn. We got a hitch in the back. We've used it to tow our Jeep. I forgot how much it's rated for. It's rated for 8,000 pounds. Of course, the septic is for black and gray, which is nice, having one hookup for both. This first door, underneath the slide is the propane, the electric, and then that big one on the left is the generator, the onboard generator. And we got one on the slide as well. The one on the slide we have in here for the trip, our palm tree, projector, septic, which never used this before, but the septic ramp. So when you're dumping your tank, you have a nice, when you hook up at a campsite, it's good for that, but we never really do that, so usually boondock or harvest host it. Brand new water heater. It's kind of stalled, so test that this week. And yeah, it's on the 350, E350 with the V10. Like I said, it's a little thirsty, but it pulls pretty good and it does the job. You can see with the slide out, it's about over 2 feet of slide. The whole side slides out, which is nice. So we get a good interior space. But everything's usable with the slide in, except for the back bed. We get to the bathroom, the kitchen, all that stuff, so not too bad. Let's go back in. A couple more things left to pack. I have most of my clothes. I just gotta wash a couple small things and pack them before for tonight. I have to go get the pizza oven out back and bring it in. Pizza wood, whatever got delivered today, gotta bring it in. I also gotta make the bed back here. With the stuff, it's all been washed, so we just gotta throw it in here and make it before I close the slide up. The plan is to leave tomorrow morning. We're leaving Sunday morning at 5, probably around 5, 6 o'clock. Get on the road nice and early. So 2 nights on the way down, we're expecting. We'll probably stop somewhere in Virginia like we did last time, and maybe somewhere in Georgia. We'll see how far we can get. We could probably drive a little longer with this thing, just because it has cruise control. We can manage a little easier. We could go a little quicker than we did with the bus. We did last year. We did 58 miles an hour down. We'll probably do 60, 62, just to kind of stretch the fuel mileage out. Yeah, we plan to be down at Sebring Tuesday morning-ish, and we'll get in line. If the gates aren't open yet, we'll get in line. If they're open, we'll go in, and we'll get our spot in Green Park, and we'll start having a good time. Set up camp next after that, but then we'll enjoy our time there. I'm gonna try to do some videos every day, or regularly while I'm down there. I don't know if I'll get them out because I had to service this body last time we were there, but we're also gonna enjoy the event though, so I'm not gonna do the typical thing of just trying to make content and not enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy the event first, and whatever we get, we'll put some stuff out with it. I don't want to just focus just on that. We're gonna be focusing on the trek and the race and the experience first. All the other stuff comes second, but it's also fun to do the trek content. So, all right, so here's a little tour of the RV. It's not that big. It's it's good size for what we use it for. Me and my wife bought it. We had a school bus, a 4-window school bus, which was literally half the size of this inside. But what we need it for, it's good. For track races, for track camping, it's great. It does the job. We have everything we need. And what's also nice now is since everything's usable while we're driving, my dad could do his stint driving. I could come in the back here to the table and do some editing, whatever I gotta do to keep the videos along. It's hard to edit in the seat down here. I just have a table with actual mouse to them. I'm using my finger on the stupid little trackpad on the laptop, so we should be able to at least get a video tour out before we even get to Sebring, which would be nice. But we'll try what we see we can do. But we're leaving in the morning, and yeah, it's gonna be a trip to the track.